Well, my name is John Eaves, and I'm running for the U.S. Congress, and that's District 7, which is in Gwinnett County and a small portion of Forsyth County. And it's a district of about 730,000, 100,000 people. And it's one of the most diverse districts, not only in the metro Atlanta area, not only in the state of Georgia, but the entire nation. In fact, it is a minority district. And I'm running because there's a great opportunity to provide service and leadership and address many issues that are important to Americans, especially those who live in District 7, ranging from healthcare, criminal justice reform, immigration, and gun control. Well, listen, I'm wired. I have DNA of service in my body. I love providing service, and I love this thing called public policy, developing policies that help people. And so I've been involved in politics going all the way back to 2006 and 2007 when I ran for chairman of Fulton County government. And a lot of people didn't think I could win, but I was determined, and I won with about 57% of the vote, and championed a lot of things in Fulton County, ranging from supporting Grady Hospital, criminal justice reform in the Fulton County justice system, economic development, as well as a variety of other things dealing with young people. So I did that for about 11 years, and I feel that a natural progression is going from local politics to federal politics. And so I'm excited about the U.S. Congress. It plays a dual role in terms of representing local citizens in Washington, D.C., debating and collaborating with other members of Congress, but it also involves going back home and sharing and listening, but also providing leadership. So it's an exciting role that I'm aspiring to, and it's a natural progression from local politics to federal politics. Well, first of all, this seat is going to be an open seat. The current Congressman, Bob Woodall, is retiring at the end of this term, and so it's open. And what happens when that occurs is that it becomes a very competitive process. So I'm running as a Democrat, and there's 6 Democrats in all who are running, as well as 6 Republicans who are running. So it's a big field, but I'm somewhat unique. A lot of it is because of my background. I have experience. In fact, I have a proven track record. But I also think what distinguishes me is, of all the accolades and all the attributes that people can have, is that I'm willing to listen and I'm willing to respond. And so, as I indicated early in the interview, part of the role of a member of Congress is to advocate and to come up with policy, but the other part is to come back home and to listen and to share. And so I feel that my track record, my uncanny ability to listen and respond, those are some of the things that distinguishes me from the other candidates. So I'm excited. I'm about to jump out of my chair to talk about my platform. I think if you look at all the candidates, yeah, we all want better, affordable health care that's accessible, so that the millions of Americans who still are uninsured can be insured. We certainly want to put price controls on prescription drugs. We also want to have smart immigration policy. We also want to make sure we close the loopholes in terms of gun control and having access to guns. So those are some policy issues that really all the candidates kind of embrace, those of us who are Democrats. But what distinguishes me from the others, along with what I said earlier, is that I come from Atlanta. I am bred and nurtured and cultivated in Atlanta politics. And I go all the way back to the Maynard Jackson days, as well as when my uncle Reginald Eaves was the first black police chief here in Atlanta. And there was a culture of black excellence and making sure that issues and concerns of the black community are addressed in terms of procurements, doing business, wonderful programs in housing and other areas that address the black population. Well, Gwinnett County, believe it or not, has a 3rd highest number of African Americans in the state of Georgia, followed by Fulton County and DeKalb County. So there is a growing African American community in Gwinnett County. In fact, African Americans make the highest number of minorities in that district, followed by Latinos. So Latinos do not have the highest number of citizens in Gwinnett County. It's African Americans. And so I'm going to be championing strengthening small and medium-sized businesses, doing a lot of things that Maynard Jackson did in the 70s in terms of access to contracts at the airport and the city. I want to make sure that those things happen in Gwinnett County, because right now it's pretty much 0 to none in terms of what's happening up there. So I'm going to champion small and medium-sized businesses, supporting them, helping them to get access to grants that are through the federal government and the various agencies, the Small Business Association administration, that is. Also coming up with strong programs for young people, particularly boys of color. When I was the chairman of Fulton County, I did a lot in terms of establishing My Brother's Keeper, and I want to bring that program to Gwinnett County, in fact, District 7. So I'll say supporting black businesses, coming up with a culture of nurturing and supporting them so that they can procure contracts with government officials or governments on the county and local level as well as federal level, having initiatives that address boys of color to stop this school of prison pipeline that is present all over the country, but also present in Gwinnett County. I think of all the things that are, I think, good about my background is I have a track record. I mean, I have a track record of doing some novel and innovative things. I did many things that were firsts in Fulton County that are still issues in Gwinnett and Forsyth County. I established the first expungement summit that addresses ex-offenders and tried to bring, and in fact, I brought together judges and district attorney and solicitor general, clerks, etc., together to expunge or seal the records of ex-offenders. Now that's being done in many parts of the Metro Atlanta area as well as in Gwinnett County, so I was the first to do that. I was the first to oppose what's called 287G, which is a federal program that allows law enforcement agencies to arrest people, and if they suspect these individuals to be undocumented, they can be put in what's called ICE containers and ultimately deported to their home country. So as chairman of Fulton County, I was the first government entity, led the fight to oppose 287G. So I'm a trailblazer. I'm willing to stand on principle. I'm also known as a person who has integrity. I believe in doing the right thing. And I want people to know in Gwinnett County and Forsyth County, as your future congressman, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to listen and I'm going to act appropriately.